Hello, everybody.
So I have to be kind of quiet during this video because I think my mom is sleeping and she's in the next room. Right there. Sorry about my fan once again because that thing is loud, but I just don't care because I'm not gonna sit in the heat to film this. Once I fix that fan, it's gonna be just like a whole new channel. Today I wanted to do a Q&A, but I don't have a fan base, so no one can ask me questions. So I just googled Q&A questions for YouTubers, and that's what we're gonna do. The first question is, what is your favorite hobby or pastime? And I really like going on walks or runs. I do that like every day, but I don't think it's more just like a huge passion of mine more than it is my excuse to get out and say that I did something with my day is to go on runs and like see nature and like breathe fresh air or whatever. But besides that, I love watching YouTube. I spend a lot of my time watching YouTube. And yeah, but in the past, you know, I was a dancer for 4 years when I was in high school, and I love dancing and I want to get back into it, but since I left I haven't really done much with it because there's not much I can do. There is dance in college, but I'm too scared to do it because I'm not a great dancer. I was in intermediate in high school. I know I'm not like advanced at any means, but it's like a really fun way of self-expression. And also I had a hard time getting the exercise that I needed, and dance was like a really fun way to do that. Can you share a childhood memory that has stuck with you? One time me and my family went to a park, and I was like little, like 5 probably. I was climbing on all of the like playset equipment, and I remember I got to the top, and naturally I wanted to show my parents how high I got on the playset. And top of my lungs, I was just like, I'm so high. And my sister, which was probably 15 or older, she busted out laughing. And I remember being like so confused because I was like, what's funny about that? Like, how's that funny? And obviously, like, me as a 5-year-old screaming that I'm so high was pretty funny to her. And that is the first moment that I said internally to myself, I have to remember this moment so I know what she was laughing about when I'm older and understand. And I did remember, and then I figured out why that was so funny. What is your favorite book or movie and why? Book, honestly, I haven't read that many books in my life, but I am reading a book right now that I can talk about. Right now I'm reading this book. It might be inverted for you, but it's called You Will Get Through This Night. A book by Daniel Howell, which is another YouTuber and a YouTuber I've grown up watching. It's quite past since he's released it, but I never got to get my hands on it, so I just got it now. I just finished the introduction. I am not in it at all, but I already have been tearing up like 2 or 3 times, and I've read like 20 pages. It's a book about mental health and saying that you will get through this night, and he partnered with real people that know stuff about mental health, so it has a professional perspective as well. And so if you struggle with mental health, and everyone does, if you don't think you do, you do. Anytime you go through a hard thing that associates with your mental health, and how you react to situations and how you think about situations. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this book, and I will probably let you know how it is once I finish it. When it comes to movies, you could hold a knife to my throat and I could not tell you what my favorite movie is because I love movies so much, but some of my favorites are usually nostalgic. Lady and the Tramp, really fantastic movie. I love Lady and the Tramp. Any Disney dog movie I have probably watched at least 10 times because dogs are my favorite animal. I love dogs, but especially Lady and the Tramp, I feel like it really shows what love is really well, and I feel like if I were to be a Disney character, I would be Lady, because I see a lot of myself in her. Actually, when I graduated high school, I made the quote on my cap a Lady and the Tramp quote. I'll insert a picture here. What is something that people... Wait, what's the question? What is something about you that might surprise people? Well, I have lived at least 30 different lives in this one life. I have had so many phases and have been out of so many phases and then went back into phases. I feel like this won't really surprise people, but from like 5th grade to like 8th grade, I was emo, and like I was too embarrassed to like really show it in my fashion, but like mentally I was very emo, and I have some pictures where I'm like kind of showing that. But yeah, I now have like went back. I love when I was emo, and I feel like it was a really comforting time in my life, and I still can dress emo time to time because I like it, and sometimes I'm just in the mood to be emo. I also was a very avid Hamilton fan, which is so weird because I don't like history, but Hamilton got me, man. I saw the play. I know like probably all of the words to all of the songs, so yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. Next question is, do you have any hidden talents or skills? I always think of myself as okay at everything. I don't think I have one thing that I'm just so good at. I'm always mediocre at everything, which honestly sucks. And people like to call it well-rounded, but for me it's not, because it's only like random stuff that like honestly doesn't have any use in the world. Like I'm really bad at math and, you know, science and, you know, things that you might need in life. But then there's some things that I'm okay at, usually the arts. I would say that I'm good at art, but I'm not talented. So that's something. I can show you some of my pieces. I was actually in AP art in high school, and I was probably the worst in the class, but I also wasn't like, I knew that I wasn't talented at art. I just needed a class to take, so I took it. Still have no idea what grade I got on my portfolio. Didn't know how to check it, so I guess we'll never know. I'm saving myself from the embarrassment if I got a bad score. And then I took a painting class in college, which I honestly hated, but it taught me a lot, so, you know. I have these different skulls, another skull. I had to do a lot of skulls. I also have this one. It's a flower in like a little tube thing, but in reality it was probably this big, and I had it sitting on a table, and I had to paint a really big portrait of it. Some of my high school AP art. This was my first ever piece I did for AP art. If you know where this photo's from, sorry. I liked the piece, but I didn't want it to be so graphic, so I just did this one. You're not supposed to copy pieces for AP art, but it was so unpopular that no one knew what it was, so I think it's fine. This is one that I don't really like, but it was my first time trying to draw a person. It's me as a kid, and I'm holding my Billy stuffed animal. It was supposed to be like a sad piece because it's like I lost this original Billy, and so I made it black and white to like represent that it was gone. I do actually have a replacement one though. Here is the replacement one. I have my dog's old sweater on him, but before my hippo baby, it was this guy. Like, he was my childhood guy, but then I left it at a friend's house and she sold it on accident, so I never got it back, and so my mom had to buy me a replacement. So yeah. This one I was really proud of. It is a beach that is like really polluted, and so we have an oil spill over here with tons of dead fish, and I have a lot of different things. This is actual sand, and then I bought like little things, and I have real dirt. I have real like plants and stuff. It's really fun. Here is the chair. I was really proud of this chair because it didn't come dirty and stuff. I got to age it myself, and I put a little book on there. Really fun. It was really, really fun to make, and the more you look at it, the more you see. And then I still have my high school sketchbook with all of my random sketches in it. That's baby. I have Thanksgiving Paul here. I think this was on Thanksgiving or near Thanksgiving, and I wanted to draw something fun, so I drew a turkey. I also have these people. I think I just wanted to experiment with Prismacolor because I like Prismacolor, so I did like fun gradient stuff. And then I have some angel emo stuff happening here. I'm not sure. I really like this eye though. I like that one a lot. Some more. I think that's the same eye, I just drew it bigger. I have some Halloween drawings. Nice. That one is scary. And a deer with some daisies and a butterfly. I'm gonna find one more question to answer and then I'll be done. Oh my gosh, I never switched my ears. If you could have dinner with anyone, living or dead, who would you have it with? I know it says living or dead, but I don't want to like get into the dead people that I would have dinner with. So if we're saying just living, probably Dan and Phil. Not to bring them up again, but I've learned a lot about life from them and how to be a person. If you can't tell, my videos are kind of influenced by their videos, and it's not even on purpose. It's just like when I think about YouTube, that's what I think about, and how to be entertaining and whatever. I might not be that entertaining, but I have weird stupid jump cuts like they did in 2009, so I would just love to hang out with them because it's like hanging out with someone that like shaped you as a person and really getting to sit and talk with them. Whenever I was going through something, I could just go on the internet and just silence my mind for a second and just watch Dan and Phil and have a good time. If you can see in the back, this is not even planned, but I pulled them out for something. I think I got this when I was 12. They're the Dan and Phil books. Oh yeah. My original tickets when I got to see them in 2018 when I was 12. This year in November, I'm going to be able to see them, and I am in the 5th row on the floor, so I am so excited. I'm going to be able to see them up close, and I'm probably going to cry a lot, so I'm just very excited. But enough with my fangirling, that's embarrassing. I think that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I know it was kind of weird because no one asked me questions. I just was like, let me answer questions that no one asked about, and probably no one cares, but you know, maybe one day they'll care. Thank you guys so much for watching. If anyone's watching, please subscribe because currently, right now, as I'm filming this, I have 1 subscriber and it's my ex-boyfriend. So I would love if you subscribed and liked or something, so I still stay inspired to post more. I never know how to say bye. Bye-bye.